Adventures in Barbie Land is for adult collectors only. Please like and subscribe if you're into Barbie content. Hi, all my fellow Barbie collectors. Welcome to Adventures in Barbie Land. Today we're going to be talking about a process called rebodiing. It's where we basically swap heads for a articulated doll to a non-articulated doll. It's really cool, and we're going to be doing a restyle on Barbie Fashionista 200, my favorite Barbie. So let's get into it. So step one, you want to take a pot of boiling water and pour it into a bowl large enough to fit both of the Barbies' heads. One thing you want to make sure not to do is submerge the Barbies in the boiling water. This is because you definitely don't want to get like water inside actual bodies, because as you know, they're hollow and it just would not be good to have water in there to get mildew and whatnot. So one thing you want to also do is just make sure that water is really, really hot. It was boiling, but you couldn't really tell once I poured it into that cup. Now the trick is you want to be able to still touch the Barbies, but not burn your fingers. So as you can see, you want to do like a twisty turn. The Barbies' heads, the base of the neck has this prong type deal. You don't want to break that prong. There are these two little bars that stick out, and you want to be careful, just gently pull and squeeze. Now the inside of the Barbies have this prong. As you can see, it has two little bars that stick out, and it's really important not to twist the heads too hard. Luckily, the water makes the heads really pliable, the hot water, so you don't have to squeeze too hard, but you want to be careful not to break those little prongs that stick out, because that's what actually keeps the head inside. Also, the other thing is you'll notice that her neck is going to look really long, so you have to press down pretty hard on the Barbie to get the head back on. And as you can see, I'm kind of doing like a little squeeze and push. You want to do that without twisting too hard from left to right, because again, you don't want to break those little prongs that stick out. Because once you do, unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to keep that Barbie head on. As you can see, she's made to move. Look how beautiful she is. I just love the made to move dolls. It's so fun to have them articulated. And then I went ahead and put the other head on the non-made to move doll body. Sorry about that. And as you can see, my Fashionista 200, she looks hot. Okay, she looks gorgeous. Now because we're doing a restyle on Barbie 200's, whole full body, I decided why not wash your hair? Might as well clarify it. I wanted to make sure that the ends were as soft as they could be. For some reason, Mattel makes these Barbie Fashionistas have like the worst, stiffest hair, and this particular doll, I wish I had had it better before. It was the ends of her hair are really stiff. Her hair itself is heavily coated, and in order for me to be able to properly curl it, I just knew I had to clarify it. So there I am doing that. Next thing I wanted to do was give it a good brushing. As you can see, her ends are like really blunt. And then on to separating her hair, getting it prepped for all of the curls that I'm going to put in. So just kind of separating the top from the sides. So I decided to try and curl her hair using like a straw method. This is where you get a cut straw and you use one end of the straw to wrap around her hair, and then the other straw piece that's split down the middle you place on top to keep it, the curl as tight as possible. And as you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble just getting it, around the straw just right. This is my first time, guys, so please be nice. I'm not that great at it, but as you can see, it will give a tight curl because that straw is very thin. So that's what's good about this method. So there I am putting the top of the straw that's slit over the other part of the straw. Once I did that, I put her into boiling water to set the hair. So once all the straws were curled around the hair the way I wanted it, which is away from her face, I dunked her head in boiling water just to set her hair properly. And on the left bottom half corner, you'll see a bunch of blonde hair. That's a totally hair Barbie that I'm going to be restoring on another video, so stay tuned for that. So once I got her head in that water, it was boiling hot for like, I would say 2 minutes or so. This is the video sped up. I then took her out and let her sit. I was kind of messing with some of the curls because I could see that the ends, they weren't all the way curled around the straw and they were like sticking out. So because of that, I was trying to adjust it by just spinning one part of the straw around to kind of get them wrapped around that straw better, the ends. I did the best that I could, but Some of them were still kind of sticking out a bit, unfortunately. But again, this was the first time I've tried this method. I will say that I have tried curling her hair using just regular tiny curlers, and the curls, they really sucked. So once I did that, I let her sit for a bit under a diffuser. So this is just like a standard like a blow dryer, but on the diffuser setting. Now I couldn't resist. I decided to try and look at one of the curls after it'd been in the diffuser setting, and yeah, it looked really good. So that method seemed to be working. So I decided to make her a custom outfit rather than just buy her something. I was really inspired by this Louis Vuitton ribbon that I had, and I was thinking I wanted something super modern looking. So I used some fabric tape, some old jeggings, and the sports bra that has seen better days, because I like the yellow, and I thought, okay, this matches the Louis Vuitton ribbon and I could do something with this. I do follow this creator called iDoll, and she has videos on how to make custom clothes, so I kind of did that. I basically chopped up the jegging, used some really sharp scissors, and made it happen, and this is the end result. And as you can see, the curls using the straws actually worked. I mean, look at her hair. It's so full, so bouncy. I was concerned that the ends weren't going to be quite as good, but they are gorgeous. I was really happy with how her outfit came out too. Very modern, and the Louis Vuitton ribbon that I used actually came out really cute. Subscribe to my channel for more awesome Barbie content. Bye!